Hey, Tommy 80 with the WriteBack. We're going to go over how you write somebody up. There's no advanced closing techniques on this. This is just to learn the basics. But first, before I show you how we write somebody up, I want to talk a little bit about why we write somebody up. We write somebody up when they want some figures. They want numbers. They want to know what your price is, what your fees are, what the payments are going to be, what the interest rate is, what their trade value is. When somebody wants that info and you have the perfect model picked out for them, now it's time to write them up. Up until that point, we don't discuss rates on the floor. They're going to ask you, what are your interest rates? Gosh, I don't know. They seem to vary. Did you like the red one or the white one? You've got to stay on the task of selling them out there. Numbers are just reflex questions that people have out there, except for the price. They want to know what the price is. When somebody asks me the price, I tell them what the price is. But when you feel it's time to close, you start closing. Where you close your final deal is with the WriteBack and the write-up. You need to go over to a desk, sit down, and start writing them up. And there's an art to it. You just need to follow the steps to it. There's nothing complicated. Just don't be afraid to ask the questions. You're going to get plenty of objections, and when you get objections, that's okay. You need to figure out how to overcome those objections. How do you do that? Practice. Practice, drill, and rehearse. So now I'm just going to go over the simple steps with the write-up. Let's take a look at this. Okay, here is the write-up, and I'm going to go over this just like I've got a regular customer sitting right in front of me. So I would take them over, sit them down, and hopefully say something like, hey, let's go over here and get this wrapped up. Did you want this in one name or two? Or use another closing question. Anyway, I'm just going to go over the basics on this. So today's date, I think I said it's, the 18th, and 2015. My name's Tommy. And how would you want this registered? Just in your name, or did you want somebody else on there also? Oh, George Smith. George, do you have a middle initial you want on there? Oh, okay, P. And what's your address? 1111 5th Street. And what city is that in? Boise. 83, what is it? 642. I don't really know the zip there. And what's a good number to reach you at, George? 208-555-1212. And have you got a second number? Nope. What's your email address? george@yahoo.com. Do you have a second email? Nope. How'd you hear about us? Your website, ad on TV, or, oh, okay, let's see, your friend told you to come here. That's right. Forgot about that. And that is going to be a new 2015 Honda CRF 450 red, obviously. No miles, stock number 662243. And that has a selling price at $86.99 plus a few fees like dock, freight, and setup. I'll get you a breakdown on those here in a minute. And you're not going to be trading something in, right, George? Nope. Okay. Now, if they were going to trade something in, you just fill that out, which you already have all the answers to that because you already did your trade appraisal. Now, George, a lot of people get some different accessories with these, like a spark arrestor, stuff like that. Was there anything else that you wanted with this? Nope? Okay, you're good, all right. And as long as I have the right figures for you, George, you'll go ahead and take it home right now, right? Okay. And I'm going to initial here, George. You initial right there and do the same thing, and I'll go get some figures for you. I'll be right back. So that's how we do a write-up. It's as simple as that. And now I'm going to share with you some of the reasons why I do what I do when I am writing somebody up. I want to put today's date, whatever the current date is, just because what if I don't close them? I probably would like to know when I wrote them up previously in case rebates expired. They come back. Is there a good chance people are going to come back? Yeah, there's not really a be back bus, but they're going to come back because I'm going to do everything I can to get them to. but I want the current date. Got to put my name down because did they forget my name? Hell yeah, they forgot my name. They don't have a clue what my name is now, so I'm going to write it down for them. That's all I'm doing there. And how do they want this registered? Just in his name, or do they want somebody else on there also? Is that a closing question? Yeah. I'm just finding out how committed this guy is or girl. So I'm going to ask that question. Now, when this customer answered how he wanted it registered, he just said George Smith. So I know most people have a middle initial in there, right? And a lot of states require you to register something so it matches your driver's license. So since I'm a really good salesperson, I'm going to remember to ask him that. Oh, did you have a middle initial? I'm just making sure I've got everything done here correctly so I can close this guy. And what address did you want that registered at? Once again, I'm going to ask him, does that match your driver's license? Best number to reach at. Have you got a second number? What's your email address? I don't ask these people, can I have your address? Can I have your phone number? No. I'm going to ask them, what is your phone number? What is your email address? You don't have to ask permission for this stuff. They're in your store on your turf. So I ask them these questions and they give me the answers. It's kind of fun. How'd you hear about us? TV, website, referral, whatever. Doesn't matter what they say. Just ask them the question. Now, here's where I see a lot of salespeople make a mistake when it comes down to what the customer is going to buy. It's a new 2015 Honda Sierra 450F. A lot of times the salespeople, I hear them go, now, did you want that 2015 Sierra F? You know what they wanted by now. Don't ask them what they want. Tell them what they're getting because you know you're selling it to them. So that's going to be a 2015 Honda Sierra 450 F, RF, whatever they are. And the selling price is $86.99. Now, I don't know what the real price is on those, but I know I'm pretty close. I always acknowledge the price because they need to know what the price is so they can object. So they can't object later on. I want them to, well, I don't really want them to object right now, but I'm going to acknowledge the price. So there's nothing hidden. They know what the price is. It's $86.99 plus some fees like freight setup, tax, dock, stuff like that. I'm going to get you a breakdown of all that stuff here in a bit. There, I acknowledged it. But now, did you notice? I'm off of it. I immediately go to their trade-in. I acknowledge the price, and I get off of the price. If I hesitate, if I stall on the price and say it's $86.99, what do? They want to negotiate. I'm not paying that. So I don't stall on the price. If I say it's $86.99 plus some fees like tax, title, dock, here, let me add it all together for you. I'll get my calculator and add it up for you. What are they going to do? Same thing. I'm not paying that. What's all that for? Don't get your calculator out. Don't add it all up, but acknowledge it and get off of it. It's $86.99 plus some fees, tax, title, dock, freight setup. I'll get you a breakdown of all that. By the way, you're not trading something in, right? There, we acknowledged it. We changed the subject. We got off of it. We're on to something else. We're on to their trade. If they've got a trade, you know what the trade is. They're trading in that 2002 Honda Sierra 450. It's a great bike. And most of our customers like to get some accessories with these bikes. Was there anything that you wanted to get also? Spark arrestor, it's pretty common. Helmet, pants, boots. If they say no, no problem. But that's just one other instance where you can close your customer on accessories. So ask them if there's anything you want. They want. Now, the last thing, really, really important. As long as I have the right figures, were you planning on taking this home right now? Or did you want to take this home right now? Or you're taking this home right now? That's a closing question. Find out when they're going to take it home. If you don't ask that, you take this to your sales manager. He prints out the WriteBack with all these numbers. Or even if you're using a regular Foursquare, if he gives you a discounted price and you take it back to your customer and you did not ask that when they're going to take it home, or if they're going to take it home right now, what can your customer do? So easily. It happens all the time. Go think about it. What if you got a now out of them? A real now. Not a wishy-washy now, but a now. When you ask somebody, would you take it home right now? And they say maybe, that's not a now. That's a no. Or I'll think about it, that's a no. Or I'm going to get a bite to eat and think about it, that's a no. Or I'll talk it over with my wife, that's a no. So you ask them, will you take it home right now as long as the figures are perfect? Perfect figures don't mean you discounted it. Because remember, about 90% of the customers are actually financing. People just don't know it, but they are. That is how you do the write-up. We're not going to go over advanced closing techniques right now, but that's how you do the write-up. There's a lot more to it. And watch the next video.